Chloe. No last name, just the girl who still separates lights from darks like it's a religion. Color codes her sock drawer when she's stressed and keeps her secrets folded in the bottom of the hamper, underneath the workout clothes she swears she'll wear tomorrow. Stands in the basement laundry room at 9:14 a.m., hoodie half zipped over yesterday's black tank top that's seen better days, hair twisted up with a pencil because who has time for a brush on a Sunday when the only plan is caffeine and survival? The washer just finished its dramatic final spin, the kind that rattles the whole bench and makes the fluorescent lights flicker like they're personally offended, and the basket is overflowing. Towels, jeans, one rogue sock already trying to escape like it's got places to be. A lacy black bra dangling off the edge like it's flirting with gravity. I'm wrestling the damp pile into the plastic basket that's cracked on one side and held together with duct tape and hope when the door creaks open behind me. You guys will never believe what happened. I'm Chloe, 22, running on 3 hours of sleep, 2 cold coffees, and the kind of adrenaline that only comes from knowing you forgot to buy detergent again. And this is happening right now. 9:14 a.m. on a Sunday that smelled like fabric softener and burnt toast from yesterday and just got a whole lot steamier. The basket is still dripping onto my sneakers. The dryer next door is still humming its judgmental little song. The echo of his footsteps is already making my pulse skip like a scratched record. The fluorescent light is still buzzing like it's gossiping, and the faint scent of cedar and warm cotton and fresh-cut lumber is curling through the concrete room like it owns the place. Hit that subscribe button. Ring the bell. Drop a comment if a laundry run ever got this tangled. Let's go. Everett walks in, arms already full with his own basket. Dark jeans, flannel shirts, the kind of simple that somehow looks expensive on him, flannel sleeves rolled high, forearms dusted with sawdust like he came straight from the shop even though it's Sunday and the shop is supposed to be closed. Salt and pepper hair, catching the harsh basement light in silver threads, green eyes flicking from my overflowing load to the single dryer that's still occupied by Mrs. Chen's sheets. Again. Then to me, lingering just long enough to make my stomach flip. A tiny scar near his elbow catches the flicker of the bulb, another faint line on his thumb like a hammer kissed it once and never apologized. Looks like you could use an extra set of hands, he says, half smile, calm as Sunday morning, voice low like he's telling the concrete a secret. I laugh, too loud in the concrete room, echoing off the pipes, and a pair of my lacy black underwear chooses that exact second to slide off the top of the pile and land directly on his boot like it's auditioning. Perfect, mortifying, iconic. Or at least a bigger basket, I mutter, cheeks on fire, lunging to snatch them back. He just bends, picks them up with 2 fingers like it's the most normal thing in the world, like he rescues underwear from boots every day, and drops them back on top without a word, without even looking at the lace. Static. Not the dryer kind. The kind that makes your scalp tingle and your knees forget their job. He sets his basket down on the folding table, grabs the handles of mine before I can protest, lifting it like it's empty instead of threatening to spill everywhere. Lead the way. I do. Up the narrow stairwell that smells like old paint and dryer sheets, his footsteps steady behind me, the heat of him at my back every time we hit a landing, every time I pause to shift the weight that he's already taken. The basket bumps my hip, then his knee, then my hip again. By floor 3, we're basically slow dancing with laundry, my shoulder brushing his chest when I turn too fast, his quiet laugh rumbling behind me when I almost trip over the cracked step on the second floor landing. In the hallway outside my apartment, the conversation starts safe. The broken dryer on 2, again, 3rd time this month, the new fabric softener that smells like vacation and lies, the way the building super still hasn't fixed the light over the stairs even though I left him 3 passive-aggressive notes. But every answer pulls us closer. He asks why I do laundry on Sunday mornings. I ask why he's up this early on a weekend when he could be sleeping in like a normal human. He says the shop's quiet on Sundays. He likes the stillness, likes getting a head start before the week tries to eat him alive. I say I like the way the building feels empty, like I can breathe, like no one's watching, like I can wear my rattiest tank top and no one cares. At my door, I fumble the key twice because my hands are damp from the clothes and maybe something else. He waits, patient, basket balanced on one hip now like it weighs nothing, like he could stand here all day. When the lock finally clicks, he follows me inside without asking, sets the basket on the kitchen table next to the cold coffee and the empty cereal bowl I meant to wash yesterday, and suddenly my tiny apartment feels smaller, warmer, dangerous. Sunlight slants through the half-open blinds, striping the floor in gold, catching on the dust motes like tiny spotlights. I start folding. Towels first, because they're safe, because they're big and forgiving and don't judge you for having feelings. He doesn't leave, just leans against the counter, arms crossed, watching like he's been invited, like he belongs here among my mismatched mugs and the cactus I keep forgetting to water. You don't have to stay, I say, not meaning a single syllable. Figured you could use the company, he answers, softer, eyes on mine. Unless I'm in the way. I look up, our eyes lock. The dryer downstairs chooses that exact moment to buzz like a starting gun, like the universe is laughing at me. The tension coils, quiet, electric, the kind that makes the air feel thick enough to chew. I step closer, bare feet on the cool tile, the puddle from the basket spreading under my toes, until the space between us is just warm cotton and heartbeats and the faint scent of cedar that's been driving me insane for months. You're definitely in the way, I whisper, voice barely above the hum of the fridge. Good, he says, and closes the gap. His hand finds my waist, thumb brushing the strip of skin where my hoodie's ridden up, calloused and warm and deliberate. I reach out, fingertips grazing the stubble along his jaw. Rough, real, the kind of texture you want to memorize. He catches my wrist, not to stop me, just to hold. Thumb pressing the frantic pulse there like he's checking I'm real, like he's syncing to the rhythm. His skin is warm, cedar warm, laundry warm, sunlight warm. Chloe, he says, my name careful, like it might unravel if he says it too loud, like it's a thread he's been afraid to pull. I've been noticing you for months, I breathe, the confession slipping out like a sock from the basket. Every time you hold the elevator, every time you carry groceries so I don't have to, every time you pretend not to notice me staring in the mailroom, I noticed. His eyes darken, storm green and unreadable, gold flecks catching the light. I notice too. I stand on tiptoe, slow, deliberate, and kiss him. Not soft, not careful, hungry. Like all the Sundays I watched him from the hallway, all the times I timed my laundry to maybe run into him, finally collided. He kisses back like he's been waiting just as long, hands sliding under my hoodie, calloused palms against my spine, lifting me slightly so my feet barely touch the floor. The basket tips, socks and t-shirts and that lacy black bra spill across the table like confetti, like applause. We end up on the couch, my legs over his lap, his fingers tracing the waistband of my leggings, like he's reading Braille, like he's learning a language he's wanted to speak for years. The forgotten laundry sits in a damp, glorious mess, towels half folded, jeans inside out, one sock already making a break for the floor. Outside, someone starts another load downstairs. Thud, spin, hum. Inside, we're the only cycle that matters. At 10:47, the dryer downstairs buzzes again, long and obnoxious. He pulls back just enough to rest his forehead against mine, breath warm against my lips. Still tangled? He asks, voice rough like sawdust and want. Perfectly, I answer, and he laughs, low and warm, the sound vibrating through his chest into mine. We fold the rest together, slow, deliberate, stealing touches between every towel, every paired sock. Every time our fingers brush over the same t-shirt and neither of us lets go first. He finds the mate to the rogue sock and holds it up like a trophy. I steal his flannel when he shrugs it off because the apartment's warm now and drape it over my shoulders like a claim. When the last shirt is smoothed and stacked into a neat, ridiculous tower, he pulls me into his lap on the couch, arms around my waist like the basket never existed. Like we've been here every Sunday for years. Afternoon sunlight slants through the blinds, stronger now, striping us in gold, catching on the sawdust still clinging to his skin. On the damp curl stuck to my forehead, he brushes it away with his thumb, slow, like he's memorizing the motion. Next Sunday, he murmurs against my temple, lips brushing the shell of my ear. Bring your own basket, I say, turning to trace the scar on his elbow with my fingertip. Or don't, I like sharing. He smiles, real, reckless, the kind that crinkles his eyes and makes the whole room brighter. I'll bring detergent, he says. The good kind. I laugh into his neck. Deal! We stay there until the light shifts to late afternoon amber, until the tower of laundry topples because we moved wrong and neither of us cares, until the dryer downstairs goes quiet and the building feels empty again. Just us and the soft hum of something new spinning clean. Chloe winks at the camera. Phone propped on the coffee table, battery half dead, red light still glowing, one rogue sock draped over the lens like a flag. And that's how carrying the laundry became everything. How one overflowing basket turned into a Sunday that rewrote the spin cycle. Some knots are meant to stay tied, perfectly, deliciously tangled. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, comment your steamiest laundry room story. Chloe's dangerous desires just got folded, pressed, and put away exactly where they belong.